Sunil, first of all, congratulations on your career. You have lived the dream of many Indians. Not only have you represented the country, but you were also the captain of the national team. We have witnessed your story and tried to justify it with our words. But today, why don't you take us through your career in your own words?
Have genuinely lived the dream. I still am. To play for a country for 19 years, to get an opportunity to play 150 games, to captain a country is an absolute privilege and an honor, which I've lived for the last 19 years. I never took it for granted. I completely enjoyed it, the whole adventure. And now that it has ended, I have nothing but amazing memories and a lot of gratitude for so many people who have helped me on my way to play 19 years. I know for a fact it would not have been possible alone. Starting from my family, my mom, dad, my wife, my sister, to all the players that I've played with, to the physios, doctors, the coaches who have taught me, to everyone, friends, the fans, one of the most important pillars. And that is the reason why I could live a dream for 19 years. To put into perspective, no other Indian in our country has played for 19 years, 150 games. There are very few in the world who have played 150 games for their country. So I'm highly honored, really happy, and I find myself very fortunate to have lived the life that I've lived in football, playing for the country.
Right, that certainly is a remarkable feat, Sunil Chhetri. But when did you decide that it was time to hand over the mantle to someone else? How did your family and the Indian team take it when you told them that you were going to retire after the Kuwait match?
So it started with an instinct, a very strong one. I generally, like, I never felt that instinct before, so I had to address it. I went backwards as to why I'm feeling it. I started thinking about all the permutation combination. The most important thing I did was I did not involve anyone in the thinking process, because I knew somewhere, my thoughts are going to get diluted if I'm going to involve someone. So I kept it away from my family. And then after, I think, 3-4 weeks of fighting with that feeling and thinking about it, when I decided that this is it, I have to move on. I told my wife, my mom and dad first, and yeah, they were. Dad was okay. My mom and my wife had tears in their eyes, and then I told my friends, and then the whole team when I met them in Orissa. Strangely, the whole room was quiet, which is very unlike of a footballing room where all the footballers are there. So they were all quiet, but I'm pretty sure they all understood. And after that is when I announced it to everyone. I wanted it like that, where I could tell everyone that this is it. This is my last game, and yeah, it was amazing the kind of reception I got, not only on that game in Calcutta, but throughout 19 years. So that's the story of deciding my retirement for the national team.
It's certainly not an easy decision for you or your family or for the team either. Now, but on to yesterday's match, Sunil. It was a heartbreak for India against Asian champions Qatar in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. The Blue Tigers were 1-0 up, but were undone by a controversial goal. What's your take on that?
I'm proud of the way our team fought. I was so mad at the decision. I mean, I don't want to be one of those players who just left and is trying to bash the referees. I know the referee didn't do it deliberately, but come on, it's World Cup qualifiers. The whole country's fate depends on that. Of course, now you can say that's 2-1, it would have been 1-1, but that goal changed it. When you are away and you are up for two-thirds of the game, 1-0, it is not easy. The whole morale of the game changed. It's very easy for me to say here that if we didn't concede, we would have been winning 1-0. We don't know what would have happened. But I can tell you, as an away team, when you are 1-0 up, you're hanging on to it. You're playing the Asian champions. It's not easy. It's not easy. These decisions should not have gone against us. Again, I must say that it is not a deliberate decision, but it was so clear. It was so clear. The ball went out. Everyone stood. When you see the replays, of course, we have the luxury of a replay, but it was so evident. There was no doubt. And that goal just changed everything. A lot of people will not understand it, but I know I'm one of the players. I've been inside. When that happens, the whole morale goes. So now that decision and the referee thing, people don't understand the impact of it. We go 1-0 up, we go to the third round. It's something that our country has never done. So just imagine the impact of it. So I wish there was VAR yesterday. I really wish there was VAR yesterday. I'm pretty sure some of the other decisions would have gone against us, but that main decision would have gone for us. And who knows? Who knows? There were 20 minutes left. We could have held on. So that's me throwing whatever I had in my heart yesterday. But I'm proud. I'm proud with the way the boys played. It is not easy, as I said. We were playing the Asian champions. I don't know if people understand. We were playing the Asian champions yesterday at their home. Agreed, there were a few players, the senior players who weren't playing, but nevertheless, they are Asian champions. So, yeah, a huge opportunity miss, but not for the lack of trying. But a huge decision went against us, which shouldn't have, and we got to build again.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.